guys, this is Dalia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am coming with my 2024 Wip Parade. I am a little late, but for the month of December, I was sick the whole month with a flare that I couldn't move too much. And then I end up the year with an upper respiratory infection, which I'm still battling, and a cough that is killing me. Hopefully, I won't have to stop this too many times if I start coughing. So, let me give you the stats for 2024. I mean, they were great. I'm not complaining about it. I didn't work every single month, but it's fine. It's the year that I have worked the most since I started in 2024. So I started 2024 with 110 whips. I end up the year, let me look at my computer because I found a spreadsheet that is golden. It's better than, it's right there with Notion. So I'm using both. But I'm looking at the spreadsheet. So I finished with 158. But my stats were, in 2024, I made 56,421 stitches over 98 days for 241 hours on 102 projects. So I touched 102 projects. I started 72 projects and finished 11. So it's like the math doesn't match because it says that I started with 110. Then I started 72 projects, so I should have 182, right? And then I finished 11, so I should have 170 something. The reason that my numbers are low, it doesn't add up, is because I have my whips in a numerical system. So every whip has a number. That's how I find them quick. I assign a number, and when I look for it, I look for that number, and I find it like that. As you can see there, they all have a tag. So in between and I have 11 finishes. So some of them I had some blank, and some of them I lost the whip, or I don't know what happened to it. So I had some gaps in my numerical system. So what I did, every time I started a new one, if I had a gap, I filled the gap first before I gave it a new number. So that's why it's like some discrepancy. They say that I started with 110. I did 78. I should have 188 thing. I finished 11. I should have 177 whips. But that's the reason it doesn't add up, because I was filling the gaps that I had. So I think that was great. I did from those 102, I think I only touched, I think like 20 something of my old whips. Well, I will tell you which ones I touch once I start showing them. So let's start quickly because there's 158 things that I gotta show you. The first one that I'm gonna show you is this one that they don't have numbers, because these are things that I started. I need to finish right away, but I still haven't finished them. So the first one is, should be even here. I haven't even started this one, so this is not a whip. Let's put it right here. So this is one that I started last Christmas. I think I wasn't able to work in Christmas this year. So I started this little Rudolph, but I never finished it. So it's still like this. Hopefully I'll work on it. What you doing? Go lay in your bed. Sorry. So hopefully I will work on it, soon. And the one that I started that is supposed to be done by the end of this month, and I have not still worked on it. I was working on it at work. Is my year of the snake. I'm going to be working on it this weekend. Right now I'm only working cross stitch. I'm starting this week. I'm only gonna work for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because I have other things that I need to do. So hopefully I'll work on it, because I changed job. I started a new job today, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to cross stitch there. So we'll see if I'll be able, because I was doing it in my lunch hour, because in the other job I couldn't eat in my desk before my lunchtime and then take my lunch and just cross stitch. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. I gotta figure it out if I could do that in the new job. So I did a lot. I did advance a lot, because I think last time it was just like this. So I work on it. This one I don't have it. Do I have it in the spreadsheet? No, I don't have it in the spreadsheet because it doesn't have a number. All I put there was all my number, but I have it in my app. It has 362 stitches, and I worked it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, for maybe 3 hours in between those 5 days. So yeah, hopefully I'll work on this. New Year's is at the end of this month instead of February. So we'll see. It gets done when it gets done. Last year I finished it in June, and it's still, no, I took it down. I put it away. So yeah, where did I put it? I think I put it with my Christmas stuff when I took out my Christmas. So those are the only two that I had that has no number. It's just things that I start, and I don't give it if I know that I gotta finish it, which I gotta start this Saturday. I gotta start the retreat piece. Already send it to us, and the retreat is in April, and I had to have it done. So yeah, so let's start with this. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna see if I can start putting it over here. So some of them in numerical order, some of them are not, because I had to take out over here the ones that are supposed to work this quarter. So that's why it's not in number. But this is number 1. So this not gonna, some of them are not gonna be in numerical order, because I have my quarterly whip separate already, and I didn't want to mix them because I already did the work. So I just look at those separate. So the first one, this is the March bitty bow. I started this in March last year. This is almost, no, it's not. So this one I'm working in the little pouch, and this is all I have done. And I work on this. I started this on February 19 of 2024. It has 402 stitches, and I touched it 6 times in 2024, but I didn't finish it. And then after that, I gotta do the little pillow. So this is one that I gotta leave out. I'm gonna leave it out. You see, now when you do these things, you see, oh, I gotta leave that out so I could work it for this March. It's not in my quarterly, but I want to work it. Number 2, this is one that I started in August 15 on 2018. And you know what? This is supposed to be a restart, and I have not restarted it because it hasn't come out. So it's this most wonderful time of the year. I'm supposed to restart it here. I started Frida Kahlo here, and then I decided not to do it there, so I gotta recycle this thing. I haven't started it. Hopefully it gets started this year. We'll see. So this was one that I did not touch in 2024. Let's see if I can do this, because it's gonna be hard to put it back. And this is number 3. This is another one that I started on August 16, 2018. I did not touch this in 2024. And this is all I have. This is all I have. This is the belly of the Santa and the stick. So this is where I'm working right here. That's right there and part of the stick. Come lay in your bed. Lay in your bed. Go ahead. So that is one that I would like to touch this year. It's not in my quarterly, so it's not. I don't know when it's gonna be touched. So the next one, number 4 is a Santa stocking. It's another one that I did not touch in 2024. It's this one right here. It's an AliExpress kit. And this is what I have. Somewhere in the Santa's coat. Somewhere in Santa's coat. That's where I'm at. Another one that was not touched this year. I don't think it hasn't been touched since 2018. I think that I'm already thinking about next year. And I haven't even started working this year. But I think next year I am going to just start focusing and finishing on those old ones. Like grab all the ones I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on 2018. Focus on those and try to finish them, because it's accumulating, and so I think that's how I'm gonna work. That's how I'm gonna work this year. Just start from the oldest one and grab those from 2018 and focus on those and finish them. Then grab 2019, focus on them and finish them, because it's not going nowhere. So this is number 5, and this is also a restart, and I have not restarted. This is Halloween Queen by Mirabilia. And yep, she's supposed to be a restart. She has not been restarted because she hasn't come out since 2018. I did it, but the fabric, and I was a lot advanced, but the fabric got damaged. And it has all the flaws. The fabric got damaged, so I had to toss it. And I had that one to start it, but she hasn't come up to get started. That's the reason she's a whip, because she was starting, but she's supposed to be a restart now. So that is Halloween Queen. And that's a PDF that you could get at Hirschner.com. They sell it there. And I cannot throw it there because it's going to fall. This is number 6. Oh, this is number 6. I'm missing number 6. This is a March Bitty Bow. March Bitty Bow. And I doing the little pillow here, the roll up. And that's almost done. That is almost done. Then I gotta do the pillow. But the March is almost completely. All I gotta do is like 5 flowers, and that's it. These 5 little flowers right there, white things, that's all I need to do. And it's done. So that takes me like 30 minutes. So it's gonna stay out so I could finish it, because that is the little, like, that's the February one right there. So this is the March. So let's leave this here so we could work on that. Number 7 is my... No, this is so wrong. I gotta fix that, because number 7 is not Biscorno. It is my advent calendar and my advent animals. I'm still working on this guy right here. He came out for December, but I didn't work on it because I was sick. So this is all I have. I still have not finished him. So hopefully I'll work on him again. But I gotta fix that, because they have said that's not a Biscorno. That's the event calendars. Let's see. Yeah. That's wrong. I gotta fix that because that's not the best corner. I want to see if I put them out of place. No, they're not even here. Advent calendar. So yeah, I gotta fix that. Let me put this a fix number 7. Okay, so let's put that back here. Number 8. It is Snow Street. It's a Alice kit. I'm still working. I work on that, and I think I moved to the roof of the house. That was touch. Let me see. Yeah, it was touched one time in 2024. It has a total of 978 stitches, and it's at 3%. And that's what I have. So I work on that, and then I move to the roof, to the chimney. No, this is the burr, and that's the chimney, and that's part of the house. So that is my Snow Street. Number 9. What this is? I don't know. I have a mess here. I have it as a whip. It hasn't even been started. It is a special delivery. It's an ornament. It hasn't been started. So I think was that I was gonna start it, and I fill up the space, and it hasn't been started. So yeah, you're gonna see some crazy things like that. When you have that many projects, it's hard to it gets crazy sometimes. Okay, so number 10, it is AliExpress kit. It's called Santa's Face. This one right here. I love this piece. It's like a vintage Santa, and that hasn't been touched. Let's see. No, that hasn't been touched in 2024. And what I'm doing is around the mouth of the Santa. So that is the mouth. And I think that's part of the mustache or the beard. I don't know how it's supposed to go. Yeah, this way. That's the top. So yeah, well, that is the mouth. Those are the lips. That's where I'm at, right here. It hasn't been touched since, I think, 2018. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to do that. It's time for this 2018 to get done. Number 11, it is so Christmas Elf Fairy by Nora, might be Amelia, but mine is a kit. I started this on December 28th. On December 27, 2018, it has not been touched since then. But this one I'm very advanced, so I think this one was touched 2018, 2019, around there. I think the last time could be 2020 because I'm advanced on that. I am advanced. I mean, that's a lot. I don't know how many stitches it has, so I cannot give you that. Once I start working on it, I gotta figure out the stitches so I could put it in the program. So that was 11. Number 12 is cut to the North Pole. It's this one right here. This one, I started it on December 28th. And I don't think it hasn't been touched since then. And I don't know how many stitches are in here either. So it's this right here. There's some white stitches here that is hard to see because it's white on white. But that's going to be back stitch. So, but you could see it right there. Those are white stitches and this one. And there's white stitches between between the green. That's a pretty piece. And I can't wait to touch this. Rocky. Oh, there you are, Poppy. Lay there, lay in your bed. Where I could see you. Right there on your bed, so I could see you. That's number 12. Number 13. This one I worked on it recently. I think those are the only one that I work in December. It was, yeah, I work on December on this. So it's this one right here. I think at the beginning, when I pulled it, I worked on 2 things and then I got sick. And this is where I'm at. So it has 393 stitches. It is at 10% and I touched it 1 time in 2024. And when I started, all it has was, I think, 2 lines of this beige. So I did 2 more and then I said, let me frame the house. And that's what I did. What's this? That's another one. So that is number 13. So it's at 10%. I like this because it gives you the percent of, I mean, the app give it to you too, but the app is a little confusing. Number 14. It is Kringle. This is one that I filled the gap because Kringle, I started it on May 20, 2024. So, but I had the number 14 bag open, so I put it there. So it's this one right here, Kringle, and all I'm doing is this over here in the top. It's hard to see what I've done. And it has 76 stitches, so I'm at 0%. I haven't tell you the fabrics, but there's nothing fancy. This is a open lesson fabric that I coffee and tea dye. And this is all I have right here. You can hardly see it because it's beige, but it's right there. This right here is 76 stitches. That's all I have. That's a beautiful piece. I can't wait to work on it. I always say that when I look at my pieces, but then I don't work on it. Okay, so that was number 14. Number 15, I forgot to take, well, I was sick. I ended the year so sick that I was just sitting in the couch. I didn't even kiss nobody because I was feeling so miserable. So I was supposed to pull this thing out and work on it, but I completely forgot. And it's Miss New Year Fairy by Mirabilia. This one I worked it on 2023. I touched it in 2023. So she has 381 stitches and she is at 4%. So it's almost her dress is completely done. So yeah, I was supposed to work on it because I'm supposed to work on it every New Year, right? Girl, I couldn't smell nothing. I was so miserable. I wanted everybody to leave my house so I could go to bed. I was like, come 12 so I could go to bed. Yeah, I was miserable. So that was 15. Number 16 is one of my quarterly, so that one you will see it later. So number 17 is my Haunted Mansion by Tiny Modernist. right here. I love this thing so much. I worked on this 2 times in 2024 because it was my whip goal in January. So I work on it. I'm not doing whip goal this year. I can't keep up with it, so I'm just gonna do my own thing and work my pieces however I decide to work them. I'm doing the quarterly, the first quarter, but I don't know if I'm gonna continue with that because there's a lot of things that I want to work on. Look at that. Ah, so beautiful. So this has 854 stitches. And I touched it twice in 2024 in January. And it's at 2%. Oh, and the fabric is hand-dyed by me. Doesn't have no name. I just wanted those colors for the haunted house. And that's how I did it. I can't wait to see this more. Yeah, I was thinking about that quarterly thing. I don't think that's gonna work because I really like the pulling, so any whip could come out. So we'll see. I'm gonna try it for the first quarter, but I think the second quarter I'm gonna go back to my rotation where I just pull and whatever comes out I work. Like that, they have more chances of come out with that quarter. Oh my God, I got hiccups. With that quarterly thing, there's not too many chances for them to come out. Okay, number 18 is Queen's Anne House. It's a mill hill. Ooh, a lot of hair. Let me moisturize my throat so I won't start coughing. I don't have a color. It's a Anne House. You can see there what it is. I haven't touched this since 2018. And this is all I have. I started it on January 1, 2019. And I think I touched it one more time in 2019 and that's it. Hasn't been touched ever since. And that is small. That's something that you could finish quick. That's number 18. Number 19 is my calorie trees. It's an AliExpress kit. This right here, all I had, think is the gingerbread and one candy cane. I think that's all I have. I have not touched that since this one I touched it sometime in 2021 around there, or 2022. I remember touching it because I did this part right here. Because when I started it in 2019, I did the whole gingerbread. And when I touched it again, I did all that. And I think it was in 2022. Probably 2023. Who knows? So, yeah. I don't know. I got to go into my digital planner so I could get the stats. Because I don't have numbers for this. I don't have no stats for this thing. Okay, number 20. This is a winter house by Brooks Books. This one you cannot get them in the website no more. I'm using a 14 count Ada blue for my stash. And this is what I have. I think it's the windows. I started working in the windows and I have not touched it since 2019. That's what I have. Oh my God, over here it's so cold. I mean, it is freezing cold in Ohio. And it's been snowing non-stop. Number 21 is my dimension kit, the only one that I have. And it's this one right here. I always bend it down because I'm not planning to do the barn. I'm planning just to do this part. That's why I have it like this. So this one I touched it not in 2024, but I did touch it in I think it was 23 for Wip Parade. But I don't have no stats either. And this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at. So when I started in the trees and the trunk. And then when I took it for Whip Go twice, I did the car, the red car. So I started here in the middle, then I started this part right here. I can't wait to get to the dogs. And I love this thing. And the fabric is the one that came in the kit. If it's a kit, most likely I'm using the fabric that came in the kit. So that was number 21. Number 23. No. Oh, number 22, it is in my quarterly. So we will get to that later. So number 23 is Christmas Seasoning Chalk. It's by the Just Cross Stitch, but it's a Priscilla Stitching with the Housewife pattern. Oh, what happened to the zipper? Oh, this one got messed up. Zipper broke. This one, and I don't know if I'm doing this one or I'm doing this one. I had no idea, and I had no idea where I'm at because all I have is like a star. I mean, a snowflake. That's it. That's it. That's all I have. A snowflake and part of a roof. So I don't know which one is it. So I gotta figure it out when I come out. This has not been touched since it started. I started this in January 4, 2019, and it has not been touched since then. That was 23. Number 24. This is another one that I filled the gap because I started this one in July 18, 2024, and I had number 24 open, and that's where I put it in. This is the stitcher by the Floss Box. I touched it one time when I started it. The fabric that I use is the one that I hand dyed by me that I call Dahlia. Look how beautiful that fabric is. It's an opalescent fabric that I bought Hobby Lobby, Joanne, or Michael, I don't remember. And then I hand dyed it, and I named it Dahlia because that was the formula. I named the fabrics the formula that I use from Red. And this is all I have. And it has 253 stitches. And it's at 2%. Why this is not in my quarterly? This is something that I needs to be in my quarterly. But it's not. Okay, that was number 24. Number 25 is a head. I started this in January 5, 2019. I think I touched it after that, sometime after that. But I have not touched it again. And I want to do this. It's this one right here. The artwork is by Donna Gersinger. I love her. I have a lot of her work. That's how it look. How cute! It's just like mine. Mine is black and white like that. So it's an ornament, but mine is gonna be bigger because I'm doing it in 14 count. But this is all I have, guys. That's all I have I touched it again because I started it. I started it in 25 count. I couldn't handle 25 count at the beginning. I still can. So then I decided to do it bigger, and that's why it's gonna be bigger. It's gonna be more than 6. It's gonna be like 12 by a 12-inch round thing, and I'm somewhere around here in the candles. This is something that I want to work on. Now I'm getting hot. Let me take out this. I have 2 sweaters because this house is freezing. But now I'm hot because I have a whole bunch of lights on me. So let me remove this one off and continue. What are you watching? Who are you watching? Sitting in that door watching who? Yeah, go to bed. Okay, number 25. 26. This is another one that I filled the gap because I started this in August 16, 2024. And I gave it back 26 because I had it open. It's this one by the Watson Moon Design, Search the Sky. I'm doing it in a 14 count fabric that I hand dye myself. And this is where I'm at. And right there, and the moon I'm doing it in a trois. It's glittery, you see it, it's sparkle. And it has 171 stitches and it's at 1%. What you doing? 26. Number 27, this is what it's supposed to be. You see? Oh, okay, I put biscorno, but it's, okay, I see what happened here. Let me fix it. I type biscorno, but it's Advent Animal because I have biscorno where it's supposed to be. Advent Animal. If I know how to type. What the heck? Because then I forget. Okay. So then what is this? Number 27. Let's go down. It's the biscorno. This is something that I could finish in a sitting. I started this on January 5, 2019. This is the smaller things you could do right here, biscorno. This is how big this thing. I could do this in a setting. All I have is 1 butterfly. You gotta do 4 butterflies in this side. And I think 4 butterflies here, and then you sew them together and you make the little round pillow. I have everything for it to do it. I haven't worked on it since 2019. So that was 27. Okay, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34 are part of the quantity, so we see that later. So now let's do 35. So let's go to 35. 35 is those Scandinavian houses. This is a pattern that it was when COVID was given free. It was free on Instagram. They give you the first one, then you got to show that you finish it, and they give you the second one, you finish it, and they give you the third one. I only got the first one, and that's it. I could buy the pattern on Etsy, but I decided to just do the house that I have and make a little pillow out of it. I started this on April 21 on 2020, and it hasn't been touched ever since. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is maybe, I don't know. Let's see when I finish the house. If I want to buy the pattern, I could buy it and finish the whole row because it's cute. So, but for now, that's my goal, to finish the house and then decide if I'm gonna continue with it or I'm just gonna finish the house, make a pillow, and call it done. So that was number 35. Number 36 is another one that is in my quarterly. So we're going to skip that one. Number 37, it is in my... Number 37, it is in my quarterly. Number 38, it is in my quarterly. Go number 39, which is an alley kit. It's called the Wedge. It's this right here. It's a stamp kit. And I worked on it. Oh, wait. Yeah. I worked on it. I work on it one time and I put 500 stitches and it's at 2%. The stitches are right here. I did the hat, the whole hat. I did some, this one right here, this one right here, this one right here, and then I moved the color down here. So that's where the 500 stitches are. Yeah, you can see it in the back. That's how you know how much you have done. It's not pretty in the back. So 500 stitches and it's at 2%. Okay. 40. Okay. Number 40 is it's a DIY pandemic. It's something that I invented in 2020. There was a lot of little patterns given free. There was a movement called hashtag Be Safe and Stitch. And there were a lot of patterns. So I decided to create like a recopilation of the thing. And I used this tiny modernist frame that it was for Words to Live By. It was a stitch along, but this frame was free. I was gonna do the stitch along, then I decided not to do it. So I already had downloaded the frame. Oops, excuse me. The frame, so I decided to use that. So I played with the patterns to make it fit, and I created that with those things. I only work on 3 of them, so I finished 2 and I started 1 in 2024, and I did 144 stitches. This is the one that I work in 2024. And the way that I'm doing is that I'm highlighting one word out of whatever it is, and I stitch it with 4 strands. So it could be worky. That's how I highlight. This one is supposed to say just breathe. If I show you right what it's supposed to say, it's this one right here, just breathe. I'm not doing the words, just this part right here. So I did the breathe. I still got to do the flower and the border. So, and then these are the other 2 that I have finished. So, I don't know what I want to do, like a big pillow when I finish it and put it somewhere in my craft room. Or maybe a wall hang, I don't know. Like a quilt kind of thing, and see and have it somewhere. Because I have a whole bunch of patterns for that. So yeah, so it says that it's at 8%, because it's only what is if each I can't talk. Each pattern is individual, so each pattern is individual, so it's a start and a finish individually. So that's why it says at 8%, because it's counting just that thing. The whole thing is humongous. Okay, 41 is in my quarterly, so we're gonna go with 42, which is a Durain Jones thing. I touch it. This is the pattern, but you could get this on her website and her Facebook. I touch, but I just dropped. What the heck? I touched it once and I gave it 82. I think what I did was work. I already had the first SUM and I work in the second M. That's it. So that is at 1%. Should be done for this summer, right? 42. 43 is in, no, right here. 43, I worked it in 2024. So, and I haven't been telling you when I start these things. I started it in May 7, 2020. So this was all web that I touched this year. It's this one right here by Jardin Privé. I'm using a 14 count touch of pink by Watch It. And this is where I'm at. So she has, I added 50 stitches to it. There's more than 50 stitches there. So that means I didn't add whatever she has before. So I just added, maybe it's a row, one row of the dress, of the big dress. So this is one that I gotta sit down and count stitches to see exactly how much it has. So right now she only has 50 stitches and it's at 1%. Yeah, all these lower numbers that I had touched in 2024, the lowest number, because remember I started with 110. So whatever is from 1 to 110, that's all whips that I touch. Number 44 is Good Intention by Kathy Barrick. I'm changing all those colors to something more pastel-y. I'm using pink, and these are the colors that I decided to use. Again, this is another one that I need to count stitches. I only put 139 stitches when I touch it, and what I did is when I started it, I think I was up to here, so I finished the border. So I gotta count all the stitches from here to there so I could have an accurate. Oh, and I started some of the word, so I could have us accurate stitches. But that will be whenever they come out. I'm not gonna sit here and go through all that. That's the problem when you use multiple things to, like, those years I used to use digital planners. Now with this spreadsheet, which I'm gonna do the video, I still have not. It's just that I messed up my Notion because I saw somebody else's table and it was free, so I liked it that some features that she has in the Notion that I didn't have in the Notion that I was using. So I combined them together. I download her and then I took some from the other one and added to this one. And it got a little messed up, but I'm fixing it. So then I could do the Notion and the spreadsheet. Then the spreadsheet you got is paid for. The Notion, the first Notion that I was using, I paid for it. But the second Notion, we have better things to calculate. It's free. Well, I will list it in the thing. And the reason that I like that one better because, like, the quantities that I'm going to do, that I'm going to reach it to 3% in her, when you do when you do the project sheet for that project, she has percentage. So if you want to take it to 3%, you put 3%, and then it will tell you how many stitches you need to get to 3%. So that's why I said, oh, I need that for quarterly. So I started putting them together, and I still gotta fix a few things that got out of place. Number 45, it is in my quarterly. We see that later. So number 46 is House of the Needle Worker. All I'm doing is the house and onto the border right here. ABCs I don't do, so I'm not doing that. Maybe I do my YouTube handle. I've seen a lot of people doing that. If I could figure it out, if it fits. I'm using a 14 count Ada from my stash. I started this on May 10, 2020. I touched it one time in 2024, and it has a total of 304 stitches. So it's the house. I'm working in the house. This is the roof of the house, and then I started framing the house. So I started it in 2020, and I didn't touch it again until 2024, 4 years later, and all I put was a couple of stitches. Okay, number 47. This one was another one that I touched in 2024. What the heck? Okay. It is the Checkboard House by A Little Gem from Hand Across the Sea sampler. I changed the colors. I'm using three different shades of pink. And there's some specialty stitches there, but I'm doing the cross stitch because it's in the pattern. And I worked on it one time in 2024. It has 312 stitches. I'm doing it on a 28 count even weave. And this is what I have. It's tiny because it's a 28 count. So this is what I have. I'm working in the center. This is the door of the house. So I'm working there. I love the colors that I chose. But it's so tiny. So tiny. So it is at 1%. And I have another one from them that I haven't even started. And I told you I started on 5/11. 2011, 2020. Ooh, I'm about to cough. Okay, so 47. Okay, number 48. Number 48, I started this on May 12, 2020. It was another one that was given free through pandemic. I'm using a 14 count Ada. I touched it one time in 2024, and it has 286 stitches, and it's at 4%. That's what I have. That was 48. Number 49. This is something that 49. It is in my quarterly. We see that later. 50 is in my quarterly, so we're gonna go to 51. It is Mary Mary Needleworker. This is by Lindy Stitches. This is supposed to be a restart, but I have never worked on it because I have issue with the fabric that I have. And it is of 20, and this is, I'm doing it in a 25 count Lugana. And I cannot get it to work. So this is one that, yeah, 25 count Lugana. This is another one that I'm going to trash and do it in a 14 count because this is all I have. The most crooked stitches that you could have. So this is supposed to be a restart whenever it comes out. I don't even have a fabric for it, so I gotta find a fabric and then thing, because the thing is that I want, there's two versions. Is this version, the day version, and then there is the night version. So that's the one that I wanted to do, but I wanted her thing to be, that's why I dyed the fabric like that. But I don't know, I have a hard time with this thing, and when I have too much hard time, I just put them in timeout and I don't touch them. That's 51, 51, 52. What's 52? 52 is not in my, 52 is not in my quarterly. I don't know what happened to that one. Okay, let's move on. 53. I don't have time to sit here and think what happened to 52. Whenever it shows up, shows up. This is a hands-on design collaboration with So Much to Love. That you do this, and then I had the pattern to sew this bag. I had not touched this in 2024 or 2022 or 2023. I don't know. This is all I have. One word and two scissors. And to be honest, I don't even know what color is that because I changed the colors and I didn't write it down. But it's one word, so it's okay. I could use another thing. This is a 14 count touch up pink by Wochet. Now I'm thinking, where is? Oh no, I'm only changing the red to pink. Okay. So that color is the one in the pattern. Now, where's the original pattern? This is a copy. It has to be, I have a folder with some original that I make copies of. It has to be there. Okay, 54. It's Seeking Refugee. Everybody and the mother was doing this on 2020 when pandemic hit. By the Scarlet House. It hasn't been touched in 2024. I'm doing it in a 14 count country French cafe mocha by Wochet. It's a mouthful. And all I have is the door of the house. That's it. That's all I have. That's what I've been having since 2020. That I did, that I work on it. The door. That's it. The door of the house. Right there. That's what I have. I still have a lot to go. Okay, once I finish this bin, I'll pause and then move all those in there and then fill out the thing again, so I don't have a mess at the end of the video. Number 55, it is in my quarterly. So we're gonna go with 56, which is Stitching Time. Is another pattern that it was free during COVID. That's it. It is by Stone Street Stitch Work. I'm using a 14 count and black thread, and that's all I have. That's all I have. Pitiful. It hasn't been touched since 2020. I remember this piece. I did it for Stitch Mania in 2020, and this I was doing 31 new star, and by May 24 I was burnt out. That was the last piece that I took. I only worked it for 10 minutes, and it's like I cannot do this no more, and I haven't touched it ever since. Nope. Number 57 is a Friends and Family by Fox and Robbie. It is a sale for 2020. It's this one right here. I'm still on number 1 right here. I touched this once in 2024. I don't remember the month, but I touched it recently, and it has a total of 479 stitches. I'm doing it in a 22 count Ada, and I'm using a I'm using a wig style work right here. This beautiful wig style work, and this is where I'm at. I'm still on number 1, but I advanced a lot. So yeah, 479 stitches, and it's at 1%. This was so much fun to work on it. I love it. I haven't started. Yeah, I started the one for 2024, but I haven't touched it either. Like everything else, right? I start, and I don't finish. But it's okay. It's fun. I love it. I ain't no rush to finish anything. No rush. Number 58 is We Are the Same by the Heartstring Sampuri. I started this on June 1, 2020. I have not touched it ever since. And I made that mistake that I wanted to try 32 count. I have it in 32 count. No, I can't work on that. I already have the fabric where I'm going to restart it. This is the fabric. It's the 14 count that I hand dyed myself. These are the colors that I'm using for it, which I think I'm going to change them. But this is what I have at the beginning. Who could work on this thing? Look how tiny that is. Look how tiny that is. When things are that tiny, I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it because it's so hard. So I'm not even going to try to front that. This thing is going in the garbage. 32 count. I don't know who told me that I could do 32 count. I cannot do 25. I don't know who told me I could do 32. But I wanted to try. That was back in 2020. I wanted to try, but no. So when I come back again, this is the fabric that I'm going to use. Hand dyed by me, but by that time I wasn't giving it no name because I wasn't using no formula. I was just throwing colors. Okay, I wanted like a brownish, so let's put some brownish in it. Now I use formula, so I name it after the formula. I still have not dyed one fabric. for the 10 yards that I bought. Okay, number 59. This was a quarterly thing from the Fat Quarter Shop back in 2020. Is this guy right here. This is what I'm supposed to do. I started it, but I made a mistake, and I had the thing. I made a mistake. I'm using a 14 count 8. I miss. I was supposed to start here, and I started over here. So when I counted, I didn't have enough for the ribbon. That's for the ribbon. For this part right here, Merry Christmas. So I marked it that I need to start over here, and then I start over here. So I got to frog the whole thing out and start it again. But I haven't touched it since 2020. Whenever it comes out. Okay, number 60. I thought this was in my quarterly, but it's not. It is Gigi by Nora Cover. I'm doing a conversion. I'm doing a purple conversion that I found in the Nora Cover conversion Facebook group. And I'm doing her in an orange fabric, which is by Bitch Stitch Me. Is it by Bitch Stitch Me? No. Dreamsicle. For who is this fabric? Yeah, Bitch Stitch Me, because that was the one that I was doing. It's called Dreamsicle. It's a beautiful orange, perfect for Halloween. And this is how she looks. Look how beautiful that purple looks in that thing. I had not touched her since 22, 23. That's the last time I touched her. I haven't touched her since then. And look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh, she needs to come out. She really needs to come out. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, she needs to come out, man. But she won't come out until I do the quarterly thing. Yeah, definitely next year I'm going to start like by year. That's going to be 2026. Stitch by year. From the oldest to the newest. Okay, number 61. It's the 61. It's the Pandemic by London. This was free exactly when the pandemic hit in April. It was free for a week. You still could buy it now in the website. I got mine free. This is humongous. I touched this in 2024 one time. I put 230 stitches. I am doing it in a 28 count even week, Monaco. 28 count even week, Lugana. Monaco. Yeah, Monaco. I hand dyed it myself. I'm using this beautiful thread work floss. I have a whole bunch more. It is number 10372. It's beautiful. 10372. It's a beautiful color. And this is all I have, dear ladies and gentlemen. That is 230 stitches, and that is 0%. All I did, when I took the first time, I did the whole square, and then I added this one, and I added this over here. And the needle minders from Etsy was appropriate for that day, for that year. And this is the fabric. Look how tiny that is. So that is my Pandemic by London Samples. Okay, so okay, number 64. 62, it is in my quarterly. 63 is in my quarterly. We're going to 64. Let me see something. Okay, yeah, 64. It is a Raven Queen by Mirabilia. I did have the original, but it disappeared from my, I think I threw it away one time. I don't know what happened. So I have a kit. A printed kit. I did have the original. That I pay a little money for it because I bought it from somebody from the UK. But I don't know what happened to it. I had the original first, and then I found that I'm printed, and I got the printed, and the original disappeared. But I'm not gonna buy it again. So this is it, my Raven Queen. She is gorgeous. I haven't touched her since I started her in 2021. And this is all I have. Just that part of the dress. You see the green, but once you finish this, you wash it and all that disappear. And then she will be in white fabric, but it's okay. She is beautiful. I can't wait to do her. I'm glad that I didn't throw it out because I was going to throw this one out and use the original. But I said no, until I don't find, and I keep saying it has to be somewhere in my craft room. Somewhere. Because that's the last time that I had it at. But I can find it. Well, I stopped looking for it. Whenever it shows up, it shows up. Number 65 is another Ollie kit. You cannot see that picture. It is called Butterfly Effect. Oh, the picture is right here. It's this girl right here. It is a printed kit also that I'm doing. I haven't touched her since I started her in 2021. I started her on September 6, 2021. Raven, I start her in August 2021. This is confetti heavy, so it's hard to tell what I have done, but this is the only thing I have done right here. Some of this green over here. Where you at? Over here. So I did all this right here, then I did all this because I take a color and I go all over the place with that color. So it's a lot that I have done. You can see it in the back. It's not pretty in the back because I carry my thread because I do cross country. So that is that. I don't know how many stitches are there because I have no data for it. Okay, we got number 66. We will take a break in a few minutes so I could change projects. Okay, it's my Flamingo stacking. It is by Stony Creek Magazine. It's my pink flamingo stacking. I worked on it on 2024. I'm using a 14-count vintage blue by Hobby Lobby. I worked on it on 2024 and it has 193 stitches. I'm still working on the wing. That's what I'm working at. And she is at 6%. 6% with 193 stitches. And another one, it's the size of the project. So yeah, so that is my flamingo stocking. I have like 5 stockings. Okay, number 67. This one, I started it in January 2 of 2022. I have not touched it this year. I mean, last year. And I don't know exactly how much I have, but it has a good start. This one right here, October monthly houses. And this is what I have. So I had the border, the first border done. I don't know how many stitches are that. I had no data for that. Okay, let me put the last three so I don't have to reach no more. Number 68 is a head. It's also by Donna Dosinger. I don't know. I got all the well, not all, part of the DMC there. This is a carpet that I did. My first quilt. And this is a mess because it's upside down. That's because I was going to bobinate, but then I decided not to bobinate. And well, I don't know if I'm going to, or maybe I bobinate because I already have this and I did it. And it's pretty and I want to use it. But I'll show you now. I'm putting the bobbins back in. So it's like that. And then it has the, and they fall in because they empty, so nothing holds her. So yeah, so I had like 4 pages of this. Let me see, 1, 2, 3 pages, and so it will fit all the colors from the head, which I do have some of them, not all of them. Okay, so let me show you the thing. So checking it twice. Checking it. I have an order here. I'll know here. I need to order the CSC dress. So checking it twice. I love that. It's a head. The artwork is by Donna Dosinger. I love her things. And this is 450 by 562. I am doing it in a 25 count Lugana. Great. The Great Lugana. This one is one that I'm debated that I want to, if I want to start. I'm doing this in 10 stitch? No, I'm doing full stitch. This is all I have. 1/1 and 25 count Lugana. So it's tiny. But this is a big piece, so I think that's I'm doing it. When I'm doing it Lugana, it's because there's no, the other way is gonna be way too big if I use any other thing. But I hate Lugana. Lugana doesn't like me. I don't like Lugana, and we have a love and hate relationship that I can't stand. So yeah, so that is my checking it twice. I haven't touched it since 2022 when I started it. I started it for New Year, my New Year start, which I didn't start on I'm sick. I didn't start on New Year this year. That's sad because I do one every year. I do one every year, and I didn't start in one because I was dying in bed. On the first, I couldn't get up. I was dying in bed. Okay, that was 68. 69 is called, I call it Stitchy Lady. It's an AliExpress kit. It's a printed kit. I have worked on this a lot through the years. So because this is one of my go-to take to work or whatever. So in 2024 I touched it 3 times. She has 945 stitches, and she is at 11%. Ain't she cute? So she is advanced. She's not that big. But this is my go-to, like, take to a trip or whatever, because all I'm using is back and it's stitch. So she's at 11%. One of my biggest percent. So yeah, 11%. I mean, I even have the hook here because, like I said, this is one that I grab and go. So I keep a hook there, so if I grab it, everything is in there. The needle, the thread, everything. And the last one for this round, it is another head, and be surprised, it's by Donna Gersinger also. I love her thing. I still have a few that I haven't kitted, but I have not started it. It's the nativity. We Puerto Ricans, we celebrate Three King Day, which is today. So happy Three Kings. January 6th is Three King Days. We celebrate this in Puerto Rico a lot. I don't celebrate it now because I don't have little kids. But when I had little kids, we did it even though we was in the States. I will celebrate Three Kings, but I don't have little kids no more. So whenever I get grandkids, then I will renew the tradition again. But for now, my kids are grown. So yeah, that I'm doing it. This one has its all pack of CFC. I'm doing it in a 22 count. Funny thing, I cannot do 25, but I could do 22. I don't get that. But it's the Lugana. The Lugana is so soft that I can't get my stitches right. 22, it is still Aida and it's stiff. So this one I'm doing 10 stitch. So I'm doing 2/1, 10 stitch. Yep. So that's what I have. I don't know how many stitches are there. I don't know. People can half stitch to one. I don't know. I don't know how to count it. But anyway, that's what I have. 10 stitch. I gotta be sure they all go the same way. I don't know what makes you make me do a 10 stitch. I know I'm gonna mess it up somewhere. And I gotta wear my glasses for my special glasses. For my jewelry glasses. For that. So I don't know how much is there. A few. I don't think this is in Pattern Keeper. Yeah, it's in Pattern Keeper. But I don't know. It was in 2022. I was using Pattern Keeper back then. Was I? I gotta check my Pattern Keeper. So that is the last one for this round. So I am gonna pause you guys. I'm gonna go move all these projects back to there and empty those and put them here, and then I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so let's see if we could do this a little quicker. I'm already doing an hour and 20 minutes on the other one. It's 10 o'clock already at night. Okay, number 71. And this is going to be a pain now, too, because the bag is, I put the bag so full. So this is, Easter Tear Tray by Madame Chantilly. I'm doing this in 18 count vintage by Hobby Lobby. I started this one on January 15, 2024. So this was a filler. And, so why I don't have the things there? Oh my God. Easter. No, I didn't start it in 2023. In 2024. Because if I started in 2024, I would have it in my app, and it's not in my app. 115.22. I knew that it was not, because if it's 24, it would have been in my thing. So I don't know how many stitches are there, but this is all I have. They're all gonna be in the same fabric, so that's what I have. Started it on 2022. I know what I started in 2024. Okay, number 72. This is a multiple. This one is by Stony Creek, Witches Meet at 12. It's a thing, but I don't have them all, and I'm doing it individually because I want to do like a flat 4 like that. And I'm using a fabric that I 14 count. I got the other, yeah, I got some more that I want to do. So for that one, I using a 14 count fabric that I hand dyed myself, and I think 4 fits here in each of those things, so that's why I have those there. So this is all I have. I had not touched this in 2024, so when I did it in 2022, that's what I have. And I'm using the sparkly thread Etoile. So that's what I have for that. $73. What you doing? Get out of there. This is Mirabilia. Which one is this one? Summer Queen. Summer Queen. And I started her. And this is all I have. I have not touched her in 2024. I started her on January 17, 2022. I'm doing it in a white 14 count Ada because she was stitching white, so I did it the same. And that's all I have. I don't know how many stitches are there, but that's what I have. That was Miss Summer Queen by Mirabilia. Uh, 74 is another head. I think also by Donna Garsinger. I'm using this one, 18 count. I'm doing this one on 18 count wide. I love that Santa. San Nick, oh San Nick, and yes, by Donna Gersinger, and he is 253 by 325, and I have not touched it since January 17, 2022 that I started it, and I only have is this corner, but now when I get it back, I must start the diagonal thing. I like that diagonal thing, so all my foot covers, I'm going to convert them to that because you move a lot faster like that. So yeah, so that's all I have. So maybe that's like 80 something stitches because that's a cube, that's 100, right? 100 stitches. I don't know. That's in my what do you call it? Pattern Keeper. I gotta sit down with Pattern Keeper open in the spreadsheet so I could add whatever is in there, because what I put there was what I stitched in 2024, what I had in the app. That's why. So the next one is another head This one is by Amy Stewart. This one is by Amy Stewart, the artwork. And it's Stitching Time. I touched this one in 2024 because it was part of the in January for my whip goal last year. So it's a Stitching Time. I started it in the center, but then I went over there. Why I started in the center, I have no clue. I'm using a 14 count Ada from my stash. And then you see I started it in the middle there. And then I started over here. And when I get it again, I will do it diagonally. And this one has 417 stitches and it's at 1%. This is one that I don't think I will never finish this one. I mean, I don't think I'll never finish any of the hats. But this is one that I know I'll never finish. This one and Holly. Because Holly is humongous. Holly was my first hat that I purchased. She's gorgeous. It's a Victorian lady, gorgeous. I haven't even started it. I have a kit to start, but I haven't started it. For her, she is huge. I will never finish her. But I'm going to enjoy stitching her whenever I get her started. Okay, number 76 is January House. This one I started it in January of 2024. On January 26th of 2024. So this is the one. And this is what I have. I have 106 stitches, so she is at 2%. See if I could finish this video today. If not, I'm going to have to finish it tomorrow. Okay, the next one, it is number 77 is in my... the paper fell off on this. The number fell out on this one, but it's 79. Yeah, it is 79. 77, it is in my quarterly. 78 is in my quarterly. So we go to 79. It's called Butterfly. I call the Butterfly Dress. It is a printed kit. This is the design right here. That's the only picture I have. I touched it one time. No. No, I have not touched it since I started it in January 8, 2023. And all I have is like 20, 30 stitches maybe. Because all I have is this one's right here, and this right here, and this right here. That's it. So maybe like 30, no, it's more than 30 stitches. That's all the ones I have. It's hard to tell. Yeah. Yeah, the center of the flower, she's big. And this is confetti heavy. Confetti heavy. She's beautiful, but confetti heavy. So that was my butterfly dress. The number fell off. Now I gotta make a number for it. Oh, no, that's not it. So that was number 79. 76. Number 82. 80 is in my quarterly stitching. Number 81. No, what? Oh, my 81 is also in the quarterly stitching. Number 82 is a kit from Joanne. It says, "Don't ask me, I just work here." I worked on this twice in 2024, and I also worked in 2023 on it because I finished her in 2023. And she has 766 stitches. She's at 10%. Yeah, I finished her in 2023. And that's it. the biggest thing here is that pink frame. That's a lot of stitches. That was 82. Okay, number 83. It is a woman with flowery skirt. That's how it's called. Oh, that's how I call it. It is a kit. It's a printed kit. I love my printed kit. And if you've been following me, you know the story, so I'm not repeating myself. And after what she did, the original designer, she don't deserve my pity no more. So I am gonna enjoy my printed kits from Ali. So this is all I have. I have not touched her in 2024. I started her on October 12, 2023. And all I have is that face, and that's it. And she's a pretty good size. She's confetti heavy. So, yes, no pity whatsoever. Now I enjoy my kits from AliExpress without no remorse. Nope. She don't deserve the pity. I was gonna try to go to the Queen City retreat in North Carolina, that it was a Mirabilia retreat, but after I heard what she did, I was like, nope, not paying my money to go see her. No, no more. So she's irrelevant now. So I enjoy my kits now. So that was 83. Number 84. It is in my quarterly stitching. Number 85 in my quarterly stitching. So we go to number 86. And this is a Tilton Craft Hocus Pocus. I have the original Tilton Craft, but I'm doing a printed kit. I have not touched, I touched it once in 2024, and I put 75 stitches. She is at 0%. All I did was her hair, the middle lady hair, that right here. That's it. This is a pretty confetti heavy piece also. Yeah. There is drama in the cross stitch work, guys. There is drama. But she was wrong, and she lost respect from a lot of people, including myself. I'm still gonna enjoy my Mirabilias, but now I don't feel bad if I have fake ones. 86. So 83, 86. Okay. Number 87. It's a pink Victoria house. It's an Ali kit. It's this one right here. I started this one in October 12, 2023. I touched it once in 2024, and it has a total of 75 stitches. She's at 0%. And this is where I'm at. I'm in the middle windows. Right here. In these windows right here. That's where I'm at. 75 stitches. 0%. Okay. 88. It's a Halloween tear tray by Madame Chantilly. I started this one on October 12th, 2023. I'm using a 18 count vintage. They're all in the same fabric. And I don't know how many stitches are here, but there's not many. That's it. That's all I have. How pitiful is that? How pitiful is that star? That's what I have. Was not touched in 2024. Number 89. I call it Lady with a Butterfly in the Face. This is by Tapestry Market. And that is beautiful. She will not touch in 2024. Let me see. She was not touched in 2024. So I don't know how many stitches she has. Not many. So this is all I have right here. Those right here, this one right here, and this one right here, and these three right here. That's all I have. She is confetti heavy. She is a confetti heavy piece. So, hold on. Okay, right there. She's a confetti heavy piece. And she's kind of big. 89. $90. It is Butterfly Sleeping Girl. That's how I call it. It doesn't have a name. It's by Tapestry Market 2. It's this girl right here. I touched it in 2024. And I she has a total at 878 stitches. And she is at 72%. And all I did was her hand. Right there. That's her hand right there. She is confetti heavy also. Look at all that confetti. So that means it's a slower stitch. Even though it's printed, it's still a lot of changing in color. And I don't like confetti. I don't think nobody do. So that was 90. Oh. Okay, 92. This is one that it could be done so quickly. This is Bathing Beauty 2. The bathtub, you don't stitch it. And in there, tiny. I started her on October 13. Well, I skipped. I was supposed to show you 91. What's 91? Right here, it's out of order. That's right, it's out of order. It's okay. So 92. This is Bath Beauty 2. That's this right here. All I have was her face right here. This is a quick stitch. She was not touched in 2024. I started her on October 13, 2023. So 91, we're going backwards. It is Beauty Bath 1. It's the same. Different lady. A chubby lady. And I didn't touch her either in 2023. I started her the same day, October 13. And I did the same thing. I think it's like 20-something stitches there. That's all. They're not big. I gotta finish them so I can put it in my bathroom. So that was 91 and 92. Autumn Queen, Celtic Lady. I do have the original lavender and lace original, but I'm doing a printed kit. And I touched her in 2 times in 2024. She has 660 stitches. She's at 2%. And I did her hair and it came out beautiful. Look at that hair. Look at that hair. Beautiful. The colors, the highlights, the shading. Beautiful. So yeah, 600. Oh, this is beads. Oh, this right here is the crown, which is beads. Beautiful. That hair came out beautiful. So if the hair came out that pretty, the rest is gonna be pretty, because if they did the hair good, look how beautiful it is. You could see it from far how beautiful it is. So yeah, I have the original, but I'm doing printed kit. I prefer my printed kits. I wish I could do all my patterns in printed kit. I buy the original and I buy the printed. And nobody can tell me otherwise. Okay, number 94. Lady of Roses. I have the original of Parciano Ricano. Parciano Ricano, original. Original. Parciano Ricano. I thought this was a printed kit. This is not even it. This is not it. This is Princess Ileana fabric that I started Princess Ileana. Where is that whip? I got all the things. It's a printed kit that I'm doing. Let me see. It's not in my Snow Queen. Where is that? Oh well, it's missing. It's a printed kit. This is Princess Ileana fabric that I removed from the thing. Oh, I think I want to do it. I want to start it in here because I'm doing a printed kit, and I think because she was stitching wide, but I don't know. I don't know why this is here, and I don't know where is the original for that one. So it's missing. I'll find it. Must be mixed with something else. Excuse me. Okay, let's move along. We figure that later, another day, not today. That's tomorrow's problem, not today. Okay. Number 95. We have Winter Queen, Palmira Villa. I started her here. This is all I have. Right here, this. And it's backwards too. Been 28 stitches. That's what I have. I dropped it. 28 stitches. Right there. You can't even hardly see them. Right there. And this is a 14 count fabric that I don't know where I got it from. And the back fell on the floor. And I'm not going to get up to get it, so we're going to put it later. Let's move along. 96. It is that winter quit. I did not touch it in 2024. Witch by Ladi Da. I love that. I started her in October 14, 2023. I'm using a fabric that I hand dye myself, but I'm using some Big Stitch Me Evil Queen silk. And this is all I have. 20 something stitches too. Right there. I think that's gonna look so good in this fabric. Did not touch it in 2024. Okay, moving along. Number 97, Autumn Tier Tray by Madame Chantilly. I'm using the 18-count vintage by our artist, Javi Lavi. Autumn Tree. I started this one in October 14, 2023. I did not touch it in November of 2024. I don't know how many stitches are there, but there's a pretty amount of stitches there. So maybe 100 stitches, 100 and something. So that is that. Moving along, 98. 96, 97, 98. Number 98 is the Christmas Tier Tray by Madame Chantilly. Started it on October 14, 2023. I did not touch it in 2024. Using the same fabric that everyone is using. That all of them are using. And that's what I keep dropping the bags. And that's what I have right there. Maybe 20 stitches. So that's what I have. Number 99. This one, I finished it, but then I gotta do 2 more, but I have not started them. So it's considered a whip because I'm supposed to do 3. So it's my Puerto Rican map. I did one last Christmas, 2023 Christmas, and gifted to my brother on 23 Christmas. And I gotta do myself one and my mother one, and I still have not started it because it hasn't come out. So that was number 99. My 100, no, that was 100. My 99, it is my quarterly. The 101 is in my quarterly. The 102 is in my quarterly. So we're going to 103. We're almost there. We're almost there. I think I need to do another part. I don't know if I'm going to do it as a whole or do it in 3 parts to upload it. So I don't know, because sometimes when it's over 2 hours, it takes 3 days to upload. So this is a Gobble Wobble that I started on November 6, 2024. I worked 2 times in 2024. It's still in the hoop. And I have a total of 1,424 stitches. And it's at 26%. Ooh, almost 30%. It's at 26%. I think that's my highest percent. So hopefully that gets finished for this Thanksgiving. Okay, 104. So this is Mirabilia Snow Queen that I'm supposed to take her out a whole bunch of times already because it's been snowing in Ohio. Hold on. The dogs are barking. Let me see. Check my camera. Nope, nobody there. Okay. So yeah, so I'm supposed to be taking her out because it's been snowing in. But I haven't taken her last. I did use... I did touch it 7 times in 2024 at the beginning of the year because it was snowing. So she has 1,016 stitches. She's at 1%. So that is right here. She needs to come out because it's been snowing. So she will come out this weekend for all the snow that we had got all this week. So that is my Snow Queen. 104. Okay, my next one is Santa's House. I started this in December 14 of 2023. And I did not touch it in 2024. I pulled it to touch it, but December was sick. How'd this go? Okay, it goes like that. And I am going to beat it. Doesn't require beating, but I'm going to beat the circles. I'm going to put beads in the circles. So, yeah. Do not touch this thing. I don't know how many stitches are there. I gotta check in 2023 I was using a digital planner, which I still have it in my iPad. So then 106, it is Christmas Parade by the Cottage Garden Samperi. Love this. So that reminds me of Ace, my dog. I'm using a 14-count vintage taupe. This I did not touch it on 2023, and that's all I have. Okay, I'll keep reaching to the side because I have the basket right here on the side, so sorry about that, but that's the only way I could do it. Number 107, it is Winter Tear Tray by Madame Chantilly. I have them all I need is the cross stitch one. I haven't bought that one yet, but I'm gonna buy it because I had them all. So that's the winter. I'm using the same vintage thing. And this one was not touched in 2023, but this one has a lot of has a good start. I think it's like this. Yeah, it's like this. This is the beginning of the dress of the lady right here. So that's where I'm at. That's a good start. That was a good start. So 107. Number 108 is Snow Magical. I don't even know who. I don't even have who is it from. It's by Brenda Gervais. I'm using a natural 18 count by Hobby Lobby. And this is what I have. That's a good start, I think. That was a good start. That color looks so nice in this fabric. I do have the piece for finishing. I didn't buy the piece that everybody was using. I found something else in Dollar Tree that says snow. So that's where I'm going to put it. So that was that. Number 109 is a Teresa Cougar Patreon thing, which is this one. I found the same fabric. It's so cute. I'm changing some colors. You know me. I'm using a 14-count antique blue by Hobby Lobby. And this is what I have. This is part of the chimney, and that is the beginning of Santa's shoes. Love the way it's looking. That's a good start right there. I don't know how much is it, but that's a good start. I gotta sit down and do all this data. Maybe tomorrow, or tomorrow I gotta make a video for scrapbooking. So, but I need to get all this data ready. So when I start stitching things too. So number 110, this is the reindeer. I remember when I was doing this, I was doing it for the 12 days of Stitchmas in 2023. And the day that I started this one, I got sick too. I guess I get sick in December, guys. I was sick like a dog too for the beginning of December. I'm using a 14-count vintage blue. So all I have is like 10 stitches. Not even 5 stitches. Right there. 5 stitches. So I should put that here because it's 5 stitches. The reindeer. Let's put it right here. 5 stitches. 5 stitches. Yeah, I got sick that week, or that month, a month. When was it? I started it on December 19th and got sick again. This year I got sick on December 27th. 106, 109. Okay, we're almost done with this batch. So then we had just a little batch over here and the 35s that I'm going to do for quarterly. Okay, this is the Fox and Rabbit. I don't have a full coverage. I do have it. I printed it somewhere around there. So I'm still working on number 1. So for the Fox and Rabbit, yeah, I'm still working on this one. This was the 2024 one. I'm using a 22-count Ada, and I'm using this Broken Heart Silk by Big Stitch Me, which I hope is enough because that's all I have. I don't know if you could get it. It's still in my thing, and wait, this is 113. So 111 and 112 is in the quarterly. This one I worked it 2 times in 2024. I put 174 stitches and it's at 0%. That's it. That's it. I love those colors. I do have the whole thing because I printed everything before December 31st so I could finish it. The new one started. I haven't even looked at it. Okay. Number 114, it is in my quarterly. 115 is in my quarterly. 116, my big dog is, I have a big dog and a little dog. My big dog goes up the stairs and it feels like somebody else is coming up the stairs. That's why I'm looking like nobody's supposed to be here. So Smurfy, I got this from the Water Cross Stitch magazine. Smurfit. And I'm using a 22-count Ada. and I touched it one time in 2024. It has 191 stitches and it's at 1%. And that's all I have. Part of her hair, I'm doing the Smurfette. Part of her hair and part of her skin. That's gonna pop so much. And this fabric, even though it's white, but it's gonna look so good. I will work on it again for Valentine. When February comes, I will pick a few for Valentine to work on it. 117, it is a Valentine Heart and Hand by Teresa Cougar. It's a Patreon one. I love this thing. I will work on it again for Valentine this year. I picked my own colors, so these are the colors that I'm using. And this one is gonna go somewhere. I worked it two times in 2024. I started it on January 17, 2024. I put 143 stitches and it's 1%. And that's what I have. It's not big enough. So I still got another piece over here for something else. So yeah. So that's what I have. Uh, 118 is in my quarterly. 119 is the South for Teresa Cougar. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this. I have 1, 2, 3, I think. I don't know. So I worked it. I worked it one time and I put 355 stitches. This is huge. And I'm not Patreon no more because I'm never gonna do all these patterns, so why keep collecting? So I stopped it. I know she said that after a year of the self finish, so for 2026 it will reveal for the public. So I could wait and buy the pattern and then finish it if I decide to finish it. I think I have 4 pieces, 4 parts or 5 parts. I'm not sure. I'm still working on one. So I did 355 stitches and it's at 1%. Yeah, why? I have hundreds of patterns still sitting. I have 200 and something pattern already kitted. I have over 100 and something more that is not kitted. And I keep collecting those Patreon. I'm not going to do all these patterns. So, and I'm in 2025, guys, I'm in a no spend kick for any craft. Not for scrapbooking, not for planning, not for cross stitch. No spend. So I cut all that stuff. If I missed something good, oh well, I missed it. But I gotta start that FOMO thing and following everybody else. I have other goals in my life for this year. This is another one that I only have 4 parts. But this is easy. I could just subscribe to that app for 1 month and download the rest of the patterns. I have this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I don't have the rest. So that's an easy one because I pay 1 month for $11 and then download all the things that I need and then cancel it again. Because I want to finish that one. That is stitcher pad. 120 is in my quarterly stitches. So this is called Stitch in Paradise. It is by Doreen Jones. You could get it through the World of Cross Stitch. It was a 2024 stitch along. And all I I work it one time. All I have is 126 stitches. It's a 0%. That's all I have. Part 1. Yes. Not spend, but I'm going. The only one that I could allow to is in the retreat, and it's because I'm going to the retreat because I paid that before I made the decision that I was not spending in 2025 because I paid that in November, I think it was that I paid it. So, but I'm giving myself a budget for that. That's it. Other than that, no spending. February house. I started this in January 28, 2024. I worked 2 times. I put 266 stitches and it's at 5%. The house is almost done. All I had to do is fill out the pink and the windows and the roof. It's a lot. It's still a lot. Those little things, they do have a lot of stitches. They do have a lot of stitches. So she has 266 and it's at 5%. The next one is Rain Queen. This is another one that I was supposed to take so many times. And hold on, I gotta check something. I needed to take out so many times because it's have rained so many times. She never came out. Which is Rain Queen by Miravilia. I touched it 3 times in 2024. This girl right here. She should have been finished already. I put 267 stitches. I'm using a 14 count vintage taupe. And that blue looks gorgeous in there. And this is all I have. That is 267 stitches. And she is at 1%. I have all my chronic and everything in here. Caron Lily. I have everything for it. Oh, let me put this last 4 over here. Okay. The next one is the 124, it is in my quarterly. 125 is in my quarterly. We're going to go to 126. It's a Teresa Cougar Patreon. Cross stitch, Needleworker's Oath. I worked it. Why is that there? I worked it in 2024. Why is she not there? Needleworker Oath right here. So she has 272 stitches completed. 272 stitches. And she was worked 2 times. Okay. And she is at 0%. Not even 0%. Nothing. Okay. Oh, these are the ones that yeah. So that was Needleworker Oath. And I changed the colors. Of course. Of course. So these are the colors that I'm going to use. A combination of silk and fancy floss from my stash. And then the other one is another Teresa Cougar Patreon from 2022. I purchased this one. It's Remember Me. I worked on it one time and I put 132 stitches and she is at 0%. And I'm using a Gilded fabric by Mystic Fabric, 18 count. And this is all I have. That is this floral right here. That's all I have. I need to put some stitches in this thing this year. Like I say, I don't think that quarterly thing is going to work. I am going to start it because I have some data that I could finish in these 3 months. So I'm going to work on those, but in March, we're going to go back to pulling so they could come out. The other one is Prim Witch. It's also Teresa Cougar Patreon. This one I purchased myself because it was 2021. I touch it one time. I put 216 stitches. She is at 3%. I'm using a color and cotton fabric that I over dyed because I didn't like the color. And I'm doing her skin in etoile, green etoile. So she has some blingy. So she has 216 stitches, 3%. Oh, what was this? February house. Which one was that one? $122. Then I lose it, and that's the pattern. Okay, moving along. The next one is 129. It's Miss B Queen by Mirabilia. I mean, not a cover. I touched her on 2024 2 times. She has 350 stitches and she is at 3%. She goes this way. She's not big, so I got the other half for the other Bee Queen that I have. And this is what I have. And I'm using a beehive fabric that I got in Etsy. And that's what I have right there. It's the center right here. I'm working on this center right here. So that is 350 stitches for 3%. Okay, number 130 is in my quarterly. Number 131 is the March house. I touched it one time in 2024. It has 42 stitches. It is at 1%. And I was started to frame the house. This is one that will come out in March again. I'm trying to work the houses in the month. So, see if I could get them moving, right? And the last one for this round, it is Easter Bunny. And then 130, oh my God. 132, it is in my quarterly. So Easter Bunny, I touch it twice, and I put 200 stitches, and it's at 5%. And that is the 200 stitches, and that is the 5%. Whenever they come out, I gotta throw pictures because I'm not gonna sit here and throw pictures 150 something. So I could work on it, and then when I do the mid-year parade, I could put what it was before and how it is now. Because I'm not gonna sit here and throw 150. So as I work, I'm gonna make a folder in my computer and put like before and after. So that is for this batch. I am going to pause again, and I am going to get the rest of the whips so we could wrap this video. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, it still didn't fit everything. I still got more whips there. Oh my God. I think after this one, I'll continue tomorrow because it's 11 o'clock. I'm tired and I have to go to work tomorrow. So let's see how far I get on this one because, yeah. Still a lot. Okay, the next one is 135. It is 134. It is in my quarterly. 135 April monthly house. And that is, I worked it one time. It has 52 stitches. And that is 1%. Okay, the next one, it is 136. It is in my quarterly, which I still, those other ones are still over there. 137 is my happy stitching. I touch it one time. It has 85 stitches. It's a full coverage. It has 85 stitches and it's at 1%. That's it. Over here it has 85 stitches. Okay, the next one is a head. It is Mini Rose Trelly In. I don't know who's the designer. It's this one right here. And the artwork is by Randall Spranger. This is a mini. I'm doing it on 14 count. No, I'm doing it on 22 count. And I touched it in, when I started it on May 12, 2024, I put 116 stitches. It's at 0%. Then when I touch it again, it's going to be diagonal. I'm doing 1/1. I don't know how to do the 1/2 and all that stuff. That's why they are tiny. I know I'm going to get confused and I'm going to end up messing it up. So I just go 1/1. The next one is for 4th of July Tear Tray by Madame Chantilly. I put 102 stitches when I started it on March 17, 2024. And you can hardly see it because it's white. And it's the dress, the lady's dress. Once you put the other stuff around it, you'll be able to see it, but it's the dress. It's right there. So that is 102 stitches and it's 0%. The next one is the September, no, so 140 is in my quarterly. We're almost out of the finish of the whip, but then I gotta do the quarterlies one. Number 141 is December monthly houses. I work it one time and I put 155 stitches and she is at 3%. She's still in the hoop because that's the other one that I work in the beginning of December. I gotta remove those hoops because when I need them, I don't have them. Let me take it out real quick. Okay, so that is that. Okay, this is a restart. I have not even restarted it. It's the Eiffel Tower one. I haven't restarted it. I have the fabric, which it turned out to be a 28 count Lugana. So yeah, I haven't finished that. I haven't restarted. Let me leave it out so I could restart it this weekend. Okay, the next one is Autumn Queen, and I don't know why that's supposed to be, that Eiffel Quad is gonna be a focus piece on this year, so it shouldn't be here. My Autumn Queen Mirabilia. I started it on November 5th of 2024. I put 210 stitches right here, her hand. And she is at 0%. Okay, if I haven't finished by 11:30, then that's it for today. It is 11:08, so, and I still have a lot. Okay, the next one is November monthly. So tomorrow I'll do the quarterly one and then I'll upload the whole video. So this is the November house. I worked it one time when I started it on November 17, and I put 178 stitches and it's at 3%. What I did was I framed the roof and framed the house. So that is 3%. One piece of me. That's a pattern that I got from a Facebook group. Is that funny turkey? I put 205 stitches and it's at 3%. I did his face. His angry face. So that's You Want a Piece of Me. Okay. The next one is over turkey. These are the ones that I started in Thanksgiving. The over turkey, I started in November 23. I'm using this beautiful silk for the tail part. And I put 140 stitches, and it is at 1%. And that is his neck and the beginning of his body. And I'm using a printed fabric from Hobby Lobby. These things take time, a lot of time. The other one is especially when you have so many whips. The other one is Thanksgiving by Glendon Place. I'm doing this guy right here. I'm using the call for dinky dies. I splurge for those. And I put 154 stitches, and she's at 1%. And that is this guy right here. That's his body. Yeah, these things take a lot of time, guys. So y'all gotta help me grow this channel and share my videos. So I need to monetize this channel because it takes a lot of time of my time for that, and I don't get paid for it. So yeah. So by giving me likes, by commenting, by sharing, you help YouTube show my video to other people. More people will join to my channel, subscribe to my channel, and maybe I could reach where I need to reach so I could start getting a little money out of, all this work that I do. I'm gonna try to be more consistent in 2025, but I work on that. I work full time, so YouTube is not my only job. So it's hard sometimes. So this is the prettiest color. I'm doing the turkey. I put 56 stitches, so it's at 0%. And it's this right here. And that was this part of the turkey right here. This part right here. So the other one was Autumn by the Cricket Collection. I finished the U without the pumpkin. I put 387 stitches, and I'm at 2%. Just right there. Okay, the next one was November. No, Stitching Lady. No, that is wrong. Oh. Okay, November by the Cricket Collection. It's this one right here. I put 314 stitches, and it's at 1%. And it's part of the M with the tree. This M right here. This part right here. I think I'm using the flush for this one. Okay, the next one is November Trucking by the Stitching with the Housewife. They had a club in the Fat Quarter Shop back in 2021, I think it was. So I started in November 24. I put 314 stitches and it's at 1%. And now I started in the truck. So the yellow truck, that's where I'm at. And I'm doing the DMC conversion. It is in classic color work, but I'm doing the DMC conversion. I didn't took the time to see if I had them. Okay, number 152. It is abstract art. It's an alley kit. It's a printed kit. This one I have a lot. Yeah, I work it 6 times. I took it to work in December. And November. I took it 6 times to work. And I put 452 stitches to it. So it is at 2%. It's still in the hoop. And I'm doing it horizontal, or yeah, like that, horizontal like that. So I have put all this right here. So that's 452 stitches. And where is the needle? Okay, right there. Still in the hoop. Which I'm going to take it out because I need those little hoops. So that is that one. This was fun too. I like this one. This is easy because it's black color. It's color black. It's not confetti. So it's good. This is so easy stitch. I used to do like 60, 70 in half an hour because it's color black. Okay, so the next one is let's skip one. Where is it? Okay, it's pumpkin in a platter. It's this one right here. This is a lot of I started this one on November 30. I put 161 stitches and it's in 1%. And all I have is a pumpkin. This pumpkin right here. This one. And the other one is, we got 4 more, and then I'll take a break until tomorrow. It is Wonderful Feast. It's 11. It's gonna be 11:30. Wonderful Feast. I put 60 stitches. It's at 0%. That's the E. The E in the middle. Oh, this way. The E in the middle, this one right here. I need to back stitch it. So okay. 155, it is Gobble Wobble. I started it on December. Okay, so that is. Why I didn't put that there? Gobble Wobble. hold on. Okay, I gotta give you the stitches. Why my phone is not working? It has 28 stitches. Oh, I didn't have the dimensions. Let's see. Oh, because this one doesn't have. Okay. So, yeah, it has 28 stitches. And I gotta put here 2,962. And it's 1%. Is it? 65 by 46. Okay, so yes, at 1%. Okay, we got 3 more, and we're done for today. The other one is Forky the Thomas right here. It's a Teresa Cougar autumn book. I did 36 stitches. And that's all I have right there. So it's at 0%. The other one is the little fobs. I was doing the turkey right here. I only did 24 stitches. So it's at 0%. And that was the chest. That's it. And the last one for today, guys, because I still got 35 more to do and I don't have the time. I had to go to work tomorrow. It is the November Bitty Bow, and I did finish the pillow, and I'm almost finished of this one. So that is the pillow. I didn't finish it. So that's the pillow, and that is the thing. And in this one, I have put 411 excuse me, 411 stitches, and I am at 20%. And that is it for tomorrow. I'll come back with the last part. Okay, guys, so I am back to finish this video. It's 2 days after since I started. As you can see, different clothing. I still got 35 whips that I need to show you. Is the ones that I have separated to work quarterly. So let's get started so we could finish this video, so I could edit this video and see how long it takes to start. So the first one is My Heart is Fed by Teresa Cougar. I started this on May 26, 2024. I had put 81 stitches and it's at 0%. That's all I have right there. 81 stitches right there. Oh my God, these dogs. Will you shut up? Will you shut up? And the goal that I have for this one, the quantity, is to add at 1,000 stitches. And the way I'm gonna do it is I am gonna pour, and whatever comes out, that's what I'm gonna work with. So I will not do one two, because when I do my next floss 2, I will do it by myself now. But then when I do my next floss 2, the first one of 2025, then I pull and show you guys. The next one that I have, it is another long dong. It's called that. I call it crossword. That is that one. I started this one on February 29, 2020. There was a leap year. That year started on leap year South. So I started it for that. I didn't join the South. I just decided to start, on my own. But 2024 came and I didn't finish it. This is all I have. I don't think I touched this in 2024. No, I did not. So I don't know how many stitches are there. But I would say maybe 100 stitches in there. 100 and something. And the goal for this one is to... it's right here. So she has 405 stitches done, and my goal is at 1.67% right now, and my goal is to, she's in parent keeper, my goal is to bring her to 3%. She's at almost 2%, so my goal is to bring her at 3%. I gotta sit down and do the math and all that stuff. Yeah, I gotta do that another day. Okay, the next one is Cross Stitch Nation. I started this so many years ago. I started this in March 26, 2020. And I've been stuck on it because I hate the color that I picked for that dress. I should have changed it, and I don't like it. But I refuse to start it over. So I'm going to have to suck it up and finish the dress, even though I don't like that color. But I refuse to start it over because the lady is almost done. So this is it. I haven't touched this since I think 22. And I hate that green. It's disgusting. And I'm using I'm not using Coffo because the one that it would call for was I think it was a weeks that I don't have, and I'm using the supposed let me see. I'm using the supposed it's disgusting. I hate it. That's why I don't want to work it, because it's ugly. It is an ugly, ugly freaking color. Yeah, it called for a calf. I don't know what's that. I think it was, I don't know what was that. And I'm using supposedly something that is close to that, a DMC that is close to that, but it's not close because that one was a variegated one, and the one I'm using, it looked like poop. Baby poop. That's what it looks like. So I hate it, and that's why I haven't finished it. But she's almost done, and I don't want to start it over. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with this. She is, I have a goal to finish that lady. We'll see. But I don't like that color. It is ugly. But we'll see what happens. Okay, the next one is Marquise by Jardine Privé. I have not touched this in 2024. I did touch it in 2022, I think. I'm using a 16 count ivory. And this is all I have. I'm changing colors. I mean, everything that is green here is pink. I changed all the green for pink. So it's like pink and brown. That's going to be the colors instead of, it has pink, but I don't like that green. So I'm changing that green. So it's going to have two different kind of pink. So that's all I have. I don't know how much is in there. Because I haven't touched it in a couple of years. Let me see. I have it here when, oh no, I thought that was a paper that I have for when I touched it, but no. And the goal for that one is 1,000 stitches, to add 1,000 stitches to it. Okay, the next one is Reflection of Paris, which I love. This is an ink circle. I have not touched it in 2024 either. It's this one right here. It's monochromatic. I'm using a 602. I started this on March 27, 2020. I have not touched. I touched it after that a couple of times. I think between, I know not in 2024, so between 2020 and 2023 I touched it, but I don't remember when. And this is what I have right here. So I have a big chunk of it, so I don't know how many stitches. It's a lot of stitches there, but I don't know how much. And this is gonna be a pain in the butt to cut, to count. But yeah, so that's what I have. She's not too big. Oh, it's this way. She's not too big, so no, it's this way. What the hell is this? Yeah, she's not too big. It's, if you see the grid, she's a little square. It's a square. So my goal for this one is 1,000 stitches. To add 1,000 stitches to it. The next one is Let's Stay Home. This was a COVID pattern. This one is, I am very advanced in it. I started this in 2020 also, you know, when COVID hit. It was somebody from Instagram. They gave this Claudia Sicori, something like that. I don't know. I have not touched it in 2024. This is the pattern. So I am advanced on this. I already got a tree. I got framed the house. I started framing the roof. The lady is halfway. I have her skirt, so I gotta finish her, and then the wording. So I don't think I will finish it, but my goal is to, let's see, to finish. It's not gonna happen, but that's what we're aiming for. To finish or close to a finish. Because that house is a lot of stitches. That house is a lot of stitches. Okay, the next one. This one I touched it in 2024 in January or February, because it was part of my whip goal. This girl that I love, this piece. I call it beautiful, the butterfly girl. It is a printed kit. I started it on April 10, 2020. She has 998 stitches done, and she is at 2%. And all the stitches are over in her skin, like her neck, her face, this part of the hair, this part of the hair, this part of the hair. Yeah, that's it. Those are the 9, and over here, that is the 998 stitches, and she's at 2%. She is big, and all that green is blue. The navy blue. Ugh. So, and my goal for this one is 1,500 stitches to add to it. We'll see how much I'll do. I love to work on that piece. Okay, so let's put this back. My next one, it is number 37. Oh no, my next one is, oh no, she's a focus piece. In my Bella Filipina Cleopatra, I started her on August 17, 2024. I put 675 stitches on her, and she is at 1%. And where's the needle? I lost the needle. And this is what I have. This is her belly. That right there is her belly button. And I started working on the belt. And that belt, all that is beads and chronic. So I started with the chronic. See how much glitter it is. I love the way. I love the skin. It's so pretty. So that is Miss Cleopatra. And my goal for her is 1,500 stitches. To add 1,500 stitches. Okay, the next one is The Key by Barbara Anna. It's another pattern that it was floating in the internet when COVID hit. Let's see, what's the cover page? Oh my God, I don't have a, oh, right here is The Key. I am altering it. I'm putting beads on this part right here of the skirt and those triangles there. It doesn't require, but I'm adding it. This is where I'm at on her. She has 675 stitches, and she is, wait, hold on. That's not it. I'm looking at Cleopatra. She has 687 stitches, and she's at 10%. My goal to this is to finish this one. I mean, all I gotta finish is the skirt and do the flowers. So I think it's doable. I think it's doable to finish her. Okay, the next one. It is Paris with Rose. This is in a pattern that I found in the internet back in 2018. I started it on my on 2020. It was in my stash for a while. Love that. I worked it. Oh, hold on, I didn't tell you. The Key, I worked it 4 times in 2024. For Cleopatra, I only touched it once. Paris with Rose, I touched it 3 times in 2024. She has 968 stitches, and she's at 15%. I already did the Eiffel Tower, and I did the Eiffel Tower in metallic. not chronic. I just went to Hobby Lobby and picked a metallic. It wasn't easy to stitch with that, but I like the way it came out. So all I'm finishing is the rose. So she is at 15%, and my goal for this one is to finish it. Yeah, for finish. I gotta put all that information in Notion, because the new that's what I changed. The new table that I got for Notion, when I put that information in there, I could put that what percent I want to be, and it would tell me how many stitches I had left for that to accomplish that goal. So I gotta do that this before the weekend, before Friday. I gotta do that. So I'm gonna have to take these things downstairs and start plotting that information on it. Maybe I do that tonight, but while the video upload, I could start putting the information. Okay, the next one is called Quiet Please. It's another pattern that it was found in the internet. It's this one right here. I started this on May 9, 2020. I have put 144 stitches. It was touched one time in 2024, and she is at 1%. And I'm using a Picture This Plus carob, I think it is. Yeah, 14 count carob by Picture This Plus. And that's what I have. So she is at 1%. And my goal for that is to take it. It says to finish. Not going to happen. I know that for sure that it's not going to happen. It's just wishful thinking. When I sit down and plan, it's like wishful thinking that I'm going to finish them. Okay, the next one. 49. It is my Romantic Stitcher by Passiano Ricano. She is big. By Passiano Ricano. She has not been touched since 2020. And my goal for her, she is at 1.8%. She has 326 stitches. And my goal is to take her to 3%. And this is all I have. Her hair. Part of her hair that I don't like the way it's coming out, but I'm using what is called for. So I'm thinking once more the hair, you won't see that much of that gray. I mean, if you put it back here, you cannot see the gray. So I'm thinking once her hair is completely, you don't see that much of the hair of that gray, because I don't know. So my goal for her is to take her to 3%. She's at 1.8%. I think that's going to be my homework tonight. Start putting this data. So today's Tuesday? Ooh, today's Wednesday. Okay, the next one is Afternoon in Paris. Yes, I do have a lot of Paris thing. I love Paris. So it's this one right here. This one was touched on 23, because I remember working on it. And I started it on May 15, 2020. I'm using 18 count sterling by Picture This Plus, and she is advanced. There she is. So I already have the Eiffel Tower. So my goal is to finish this tree and move to the blue house right here. So I'm right here. I finished that tree and then start the house. It says finish the tree and start the blue house. This one, I don't know how much. I mean, I don't know. I know I touched it in 2023, but I wasn't keeping that, like, I wasn't using neither the app or Notion or none of that, so I didn't need it to know all that stuff. Now I gotta figure it out so I could have the numbers. Okay, the next one is number 55, which is my Frida Kahlo, Viva la Vida. I touched her one in 2024. It's this one right here. I'm not doing the ray. I'm not doing the sun and the rays. I'm just doing her from her head down. She has 439 stitches. And she is at 4%. And all we have is her eyes, her eyebrow, and her forehead. That's it. Her eyes, eyebrow, forehead, and I started working on her hair. So my goal for her is to at least finish the face. So she could have a face. And the eyes won't be hanging by themselves, floating in the face. So that is my goal for Frida. That fabric is 14 count that I hand dye myself. The next one is it is a printer kit. It's called Beauty and Color. Love that. I haven't touched it in 2024, but she was touched in 2023. And I have a lot on her. So this is going to be a pain too. Because I got most of her face is done. And all the bandana is done. So that is going to be a pain to figure it out. And my goal to her is 1,200 stitches. I don't know how I'm going to figure it out, those numbers. I really don't know. Because like I said, I wasn't keeping track like that back then. Okay, the next one. What number is this? Number 77. It is this right here. This quote, across stitch so I don't kill people. I have not touched it in 2024, but I did touch it. No, I have not touched it since. Fabric is hand dyed by me. And how this thing go, I have no clue. I'm assuming it's this way. So all I have is one little flower. And my goal is, well, she has 71 stitches. She is at 2.19%. Oh, she's in Pattern Keeper. So she had 71 stitches. So whatever's in Pattern Keeper is easy to get the information. So she's currently at 2.19%. My goal is to take her to 5%. And I like that. I can't wait to have that done. Oh, and I'm using a silk Two Silks by Be Stitch Me. Okay, moving along. The next one. This one is supposed to be a restart. I have not restarted it. It is Princess Ileana by Mirabilia. I started her on January 123. And but then I saw this fabric and I wanted to start. I think the other one, it had like 50 something stitches. But she's going to be restart on this beautiful fabric. So, oh, I had to show it to you backwards. This fabric. So, whenever she comes out, that is, oh, I didn't show you her, right? Princess Ileana. She's a restart. So it looks like I have 3 restarts, something like that. That I gotta do. The next one is the I for Quaker. It is another ink circle pattern. It is monochromatic, but I'm using a silk. It's this right here. I'm not doing the alphabet. I'm using a 18 count Be Stitch Me fabric cost more. It's opalescent. And I'm using, that's what I have right there. I had not touched this since 2023 that I started it. And the silk that I'm using is this one. And it looks so pretty with this fabric. Where is it? Where is it? Right here. Look how pretty it looks in this fabric. So, I have no idea how many stitches are there. And my goal is to put 1,200 stitches on it. Okay, the next one. It's another stamp kit, printer kit, which I love. It's this one right here. It's called the Back View 2. I still haven't found Back View 1 to see how it looks. I touched it in 2023 because I started it in 2023, February 19, 2023. And she has a lot of stitches. She has almost her hair done. Well, not almost, but a lot of it. Because I have this and then it come over here. I run around with my thread. So yeah, so that is that. My goal is to finish the hair, I think. Finish up the hair. Let me look. No, 1,000 stitches. Well, finish the hair. Okay. Okay. The next one. The Baker's Wife. Mine is her Alice kit. I started her on October 12, 2023. Hasn't been touched. Oh, I touched it one in 2024. She has 215 stitches. And she is at 1%. And that is her neck, part of her neck. her skin. That is her skin. And so that's 215 stitches there. So she's at 1%. And my goal is 1,000 stitches. Okay, the next one is her companion, which is the Duchess of Rowan. Another kit. I started her the same day on October 12th. This one has not been touched in 2024. And this is all I have. That's her skin, also part of her chest. My goal is 1,000 stitches to it too. I got all the specialty beads that I need. Okay, the next one is $99. It is my Puerto Rican girl. This is a pattern that I got at Etsy. She hasn't been touched since she went to Puerto Rico and back. So, she has a lot done. So that's what I have right there. I don't know how many stitches is it, but I can figure it out. My goal for her is 1,500 stitches. I want it done because I want this girl done. But 1,500 stitches, that's the goal. Okay, the next one is I'm skipping that one. Don't Feed the Plan. I started it in June. That was my new 2024 New Year star. Love that piece. I'm using a Beach Stitch Me fabric that it was created for this garden party, and I'm also using the silks that was created for this piece. And I have put 184 stitches, and she is at 0%. So this is, I started in the center, so that's all I have. And look at how beautiful is this fabric. You're getting true color right there. So that is what I have on. And like I said, 184 stitches, 0%. She is big. She's a big mama. Big belt down. And did I say what was the goal? 1,200 stitches. Okay, the next one. Whew, my hair has static. Don't Buy Craft Supplies. It's by Puntini. I got this in Etsy. I touched it twice in 2024. This is a piece that I took to the retreat. I gotta start that retreat piece. That's what I say that. She has 545 stitches and she is at 9%. And this is what I have. And my goal for it is to finish the craft supply and that icon that I have to finish. That's my goal for it. Okay, my next one is my Spring Queen. I touched it once in 2024. She has 200 stitches, but she is at 0% because she is a big belter. It's my Spring Queen. And all I have is her face. 200 stitches on her face. 200 stitches right in her face. That's it. She is a big lady. That dress, can't wait. The good thing is that it's color black. It's not confetti. All this is beads. Oof, I can't wait to work on her. She is to finish her face and her hair. That is my goal for her. Okay, the next one. It is the Twisted Rainbow Sampler by Northern Expression. I'm doing the cross stitch one. And I'm doing different shades of pink. What is that? This one I haven't touched it since I started on January 3rd. I know because when I started this, it has to be diagonal, right? And I didn't know how to stitch like that. But now that I'm doing my head, my foreguns and my heads like that, I know a little bit. So it won't be it won't be no problem. All it has is 80 stitches. And now that I know how to cross stitch like that, so it won't be a problem. The first time, oh my God, it took me forever. She is at 0.37%. My goal is to take it to 30%. I mean, 30%, 3%. Okay, the next one, it is, why are you looking at me? I gotta feed you in a few minutes when I finish the video. Okay, the next one is PhD. I got this also in Etsy by Stitch Rovia. I worked on it one time when I started it on 1/22/24. And she is at 2%. She has 114 stitches. 114 stitches right there. She's little. My goal is 1,200 stitches. Okay, the next one that I have is Lacapati by Bella Filipina. Love this piece so much. She was touched 3 times in 2024. She has 1,274 stitches, and she is at 2%. And this is what I have. I love this piece so much. Those colors and that fabric is beautiful. So that's what I have for her. And my goal is 1,200 stitches. Okay, so we got a few more. Then we had the 7 pieces. They are focus pieces for 2025. Okay, the next one is cross stitch holder. This is a pattern that I designed myself. I saw the picture in Facebook. I took it to a program and I made a pattern out of it. I changed the colors, so I did it the way I like it. I name it cross stitch holders, and that's what it is. I started this on February 2, 2024. I only work it one time. I'm using a 28 count Lugana that I hate, called Crystal Ball Opal by All Crown Stitches. And these are the colors for that piece. And she has 308 stitches, and she is at 1%. Look at how beautiful is that fabric. Oh, and this is all I have. Right there. That's all I have. My goal is to take it to, give it 1,200 stitches. Not take it to no percent. Just give it, put 1,200 stitches. And I'm using 1/1 on 28 count Lugana. Okay, the next one is Excuse the Mess by Shannon Christine. I work it since when I started it on February 8, 2024. I'm changing the white to pink because of the fabric that I'm using. I'm using silks. Those are the silks that I'm using. I'm using a 14 count Ada that I hand dyed myself. I call it polka dot. And that's what I have. A E and part of the M. And that is 104 stitches, and she's in 1%. And my goal is to put 1,000 stitches. The next one. What's this one? 130. It's called Stabby by the Stitcher Hood. By the Stitchery Hood. I started it on February 8, 2024. I put 104 stitches. She is at 1%, and that's all I have. The fabric is hand dyed by me, and I call it Love Letter. That's the fabric. And that's all I have. And my goal is to finish. Okay. Okay, the next one It's called I'd Rather Be Stitching. It was a freebie in the Cherry Hill Stitchery Facebook group. I touched it twice in 2024. This is another piece that I took to the retreat. She is almost done. This is the thing. It's free. You could go to the website, to the Facebook group, and get it. So it's this one right here. So all I'm missing for her is the border in the top and the flowers in the bottom. That's it. Because the words are done. She has 368 stitches. She's at 11%. The fabric is hand dyed by me. So all I need is this border right here and this border right here, and she'll be done. So my goal is to finish it. My goal is to finish it. Okay, the next one is called Follow Through, also by the Stitcherhood. I touched it twice in 2024. She has 383 stitches. It's this one right here. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Because there's two patterns there. But it's this one right here. I put 383 stitches. She's at 6%. And it's this one right here. The fabric is hand dyed by me. And the goal is to finish. Okay, well, two more, and then we got 7. There are the focus pieces. So then we had this one, Stitcher Graphic. It's by the Fat Quarter Shop. That was for the cross stitch, World Cross Stitch in 2021. I started it on May 4, 2024. I'm using Cosmo for it. And I have 170 stitches, and she's at 1%. That's what I have. Oops. And my goal is to put 1,000 stitches. Okay, the next one, the last one of the 35, it is Madame Chantilly Spring Tier Tray. I'm using the same fabric for all of them. This one was touched once in 2024. I started it in May 2024. She has 108 stitches. She's at 0%. And that's all I have. My goal is to add 1,000 stitches. Okay, now I'm going to show you the other remainder, the other 7, because for the quarterly stitching, I picked 35 whips, and then I picked another 7. They're going to be my focus pieces. So my number 1, you should know which one is it, which is my Pride and Joy 4-gun. 4-gun has been touched a lot in 2020. I mean, it's been touched a lot. 4-gun is 36. Oh, excuse me. She's been touched 10 times. 4-gun. Oh, let me look for it. Okay. She's been touched 10 times. She has 2,747 stitches, and she is a 1%. But like I said, working diagonal like that, you get a lot done. This is where I was working before. Then I started to do diagonal, and I'm getting to the head. So yeah, I love it. I love it. I haven't touched it in a while, but once I start stitching again, she's gonna be the focus piece. So, well, there's 7 of them. So every week I pick one, and that will be the focus piece for that week. I had a whole bunch of these things here because all my focus pieces are in cubes in these things. So that's 4 done. That's the first thing. The next one is my Lady of the Flag. I started this years ago. In 2019, I think. January 1st, 2019. She hasn't been touched since like 2020, around there. Let me see, where is it? Hold on, I got a whole bunch of things right here. Okay, so this is what I have so far. Just part of the flag. I don't know how many stitches are there. So, I don't know. My goal is just to work as much as I can with them. They don't have, well, I gotta give them a number, so I'm giving them 1,000 stitches to all of them, because for the notion thing, I need to give a number. So that is that one. The next one is my Gypsy Queen. My Gypsy Queen. She is number 29. She was touched 3 times in 2024. She has 366 stitches. She is at 2%. And this is what I have. And for this one, I have a goal to finish at least her hair. So that's what I have on that one. So I will give it another maybe 1,200 stitches to that one. If I had to give it a number. My next one is Sleeping Beauty, number 63. I have the original, but I'm doing a stamp kit, a printed kit. Mira, Sleeping Beauty. I don't know how many stitches are here. Like I said, 500 stitches already on here, or maybe more. So my goal will be to continue working on the dress. So I will put 1,200 stitches on this one. This is done, and I love the way it came out. So pretty. So her face is very clear. Look at that face. So yeah, so that's my goal, to put 1,200 stitches. That way I gotta put them in a Q-snap. Okay. The next one is my shadow line, which is a piece that I started in 2023 for my birthday. It only had 12 stitches, guys. That's it. Yeah, I only have 12 stitches. My goal to this one is to touch it every 24 of the month as my birthday piece, because my birthday was on October 24. I started it after. I think I started it on the 31st, because I was in Puerto Rico on the 24th and I didn't took it with me. So when I came back, I started it. It's still my birthday piece. I just was away and I wasn't going to carry all this stuff. This is too big to carry to Puerto Will. So I started it when I came back. But I still consider my birthday piece. So every 24, I will bring it out and put at least 200 stitches on it. And this is humongous. Look at this. I wasn't going to carry this thing. And this is all I have. 12 stitches right there. The center. That's it. So. Oh. And the last but not least. Oh my God. Let me move all these cube knots out of here. I had such a mess in this room that I got to come and clean it so I could work on. So I could stitch here. Oh, the other one that I supposed to start, that is gonna be a focus piece, is the the Paris Elegance. But this is how far I was when I realized that I bought the wrong pattern. So this is gonna, I'm not even gonna try to frog that. This is white Ada that I have a whole bunch. So I'm just gonna cut it and use it for something else. Yeah, I gotta start that one. That one I'm gonna start it. That is this one. I'm gonna start it on Friday. This one. This is the correct size. Yeah, this is the correct size. Okay, the last one is my friend's sampler that I started as a stitch along with my friend Christine. Hi, Christine. But I fell off the wagon, so I am going to start working on this again. I used to work it on Monday, but I only stitch in 3 days out of the week. So whenever I stitch, I am going to give it 30 minutes. And so every time I stitch, I give it 30 minutes and that's it. So that is my friend thing. I don't think I know how much. Oh yeah. It was touched 7 times in 2024. It was touched 7 times in 2024. It has 1,714 stitches. It's at 4%. So let's see how much more percent I could give it this year. So that is, guys, my 158 whips that I have in total. They're all active. And yeah, so let's see how well it goes this month. I'm already late. Today's the 8th, so it's the first week. And I'm gonna stitch on the weekend, so I'm not late. I'm never late. Never late. It's no rush in here. The goal is to, I'm tired. Is to work 3 days a week for now. and work those quarterly to see how I like that system. I'm not too crazy about it. And then if it doesn't work, then I go back to pulling from my basket and just working whatever comes out. So that's all I have for you guys today. A pretty long video. I don't know how many video. I think it took me 3-4 times to tape it. Let's see how long. I hope it's not a 4-hour. I haven't looked at the other ones. So I hope it's not a 4-hour video, because I think each video, it was like 50 minutes. I don't know. So I am going to go now feed my dogs. Then they are looking at me like it's 7 o'clock and you haven't fed me yet. And edit this video, upload it. Hopefully go up by tomorrow. Hopefully. And then hopefully I'll come back. I'm gonna change my fluff tubes instead of Sundays. I am gonna do them on Monday, because I only want to work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So then I could have on Monday I could record and have something to show. Because if I do it Sunday like I usually do, then I won't have much, because I only work Friday and Saturday. So yeah, those are the little changes. They are coming, and I'll try to be as consistent as I can. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and share my video so I could grow a little more. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye now.